Hello and welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to like this video because it lets me know you like what I'm doing and it helps us with the algorithm. And also, one really quick announcement, we are on our way to 800 subscribers. We are almost there. Once we hit 800, I'm going to be doing a super awesome live art stream where I'm going to be drawing art for you guys as a thank you for being so totally awesome and supporting me. So, yeah. Alright. We are continuing Final Fantasy XIV today. We just beat Stormblood last stream, so now we're gonna continue. We're gonna do a little bit of Post-Stormblood, and then I think we're gonna do some warrior quests at some point. I don't know. We're just gonna keep going, see what happens. But hello, Lee. Welcome in. Alright, let's just talk to Lise. Our involved adventure. Our involved. This guy. He's not so cynical anymore.
Come to see how we're getting on?
Hi, Viking.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Her face, she's like, oh yeah? It's always bad news when somebody is looking for me. It's never for something fun and nice.
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Huh?
After all, we were adventurers before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots?
Adventure!
So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Elfie! Twist my arm, why don't you? It's what we do, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, adventuring is a nice break after saving the world again. Stopping another war. It's what I set out to do. Why we went to Limsa. No birthday cake. Right then, let's go and find Master Levy. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetheryte and we'll be along shortly. See you there. Where are we? Oh, okay. Didn't realize this was we were still in the Reach. Oh, I forgot I can't fly yet. Not yet. Yeah, this week is, I don't know, there's people working on the house, so I'm not sure how this weekend's gonna go for streams. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy, but I might have to do like some mic-less streams or something. Might just do random questing then if we do that. We'll see how it goes though. We shall see. Which Alfie, you want to go on an adventure? Greetings, Bear. 'Twould seem we are to accompany Arnvald on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. No promises. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all counts. But he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Rauger's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. Wow. Okay. Sounds like a nice guy. The wealth of the poor sons he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Ah, I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty. You assume correctly. Then would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. Okay. I knew that he was Garlean, but I didn't know that's why he had the paint on his face. That's interesting. I was wondering about that. I was like, why does he have this, like, across his face? I mean, I have paint on my face, so I guess I shouldn't really question that, but no. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold thus drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remained simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart to racing. She says my heart is racing. You have learned the emote box. Hooray! Well, now I want to see that. Oh yeah, I forgot we have scheme. Cute. That's funny. I like this scheme, my good. intricate web of deceit. Okay. Whoa. You can almost see the wheels turning in Alfredo's head. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in a rebellion, which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Aravold, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to, ask around. Could that be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Guardians are meticulous about such things. If they uncover the trove during their occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's day. Given that they would have Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who've seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Aravold, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks, while Spur makes the rounds in the Alamigan quarter. Ha! And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about today. We can meet afterwards at Gilmart's Gate. Listen, Alfredo is used to bossing people around. He's just gonna do it naturally. It's just gonna, that's what he's good at. Telling people what to do. Alamigan quarter. Tell me I think I got a Samaritan teleport. What are words? I don't know how to speak. Still got that COVID brain. There it is. That's true. Definitely becoming more of a leader. Still good at giving those orders out, though. Middle-aged Highlander. So we're looking for a bunch of middle-aged people. That's what it was. In the palace? No, not me, lass. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up on the Divine Audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. A mature maid. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he'd ordered, and after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. So there was somewhere over this way. Retired rogue. Oh, rogue. I was gonna say. Aye, I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's-bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. Hey, Ernold! Ernold. Now you're just trying to be different. Hello, Ernold. Yes, I am Ernold. What do you want with me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet, if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court thaumaturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. Oh wow. So they're fiends. What a great guy. Truly the nicest king I've ever heard of. He's like, if I can't have it, no one can have the throne. Ha ha ha. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Burr? Were your investigations any more fruitful? There be fiends. Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wondered. I met an old man in Aligiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said naught of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning her a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Burr? His fear seemed genuine. I don't know if my character is the best judge of character, but, you know. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Ernold's anecdote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there is a matter I would clarify. Erenvold, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Godlian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamigan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure-blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Aha. Oh. In the end, she turned me out into the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of El Amigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arenvald, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, then, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arenvald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Yeah, I'm good on that gold. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's trove, if you are minded to hear it. Yeah, look what I get in return. Make sure this is right. We check. Yeah, finally did the right one. I have so many things in my... I gotta get rid of these things. I've got so much going on in here. I'm just gonna send stuff to my inventory. I did give some of it to my, what's it called? My retainer. Sorry, my nose. Blah blah blah. So let's see. What did we get? This. What did we get? I remember what they were called. Hold on. First of all. Is it this one? What are these? I don't know. There we go. It's that diary. I think that's all. I forgot the name. I think that's all of it. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. Anyways, it's not a big deal right now. I really gotta just get rid of a bunch of stuff. But I shall do that sometime this week. Whoa, whoa. Oh, sorry. In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. Hold on one second. Yeah, right. What are you talking about? Who are you? Like, Bagrat? Never. You never know when I might need these things. Shoot, where is this? Loch Seld. How do we get there? Go out of here, more than likely. Yes, sounds about right. Oh, okay, I've talked to this guy. Hi, let me out. Go this way. We won't totally just jump off the edge here. This piano is beautiful. It's very majestic. Roxelle. Figured it out. 'Cause I ain't no dummy. Smarty. Look at them, they look so small. Especially Alfie. He's just a little baby. Hello, friend. I've made it! What's your big secret, Alfie? Forgive me. 'Twas not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have Locke in sight while I explained things. Sure. Prior to the great flood of the 6th umbral calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the 5th astral era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to this prison, but to the place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of a desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Aha! Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? That's kind of what I was thinking. Precisely. And since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which could explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not enjoy. Burr, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Ehrenwald and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Ensorcelled. Would you be so kind, since you can swim? Sure. I like going swimming in video games. It's always so exciting. Oh yeah, but we are faster on a boat. This is pretty neat. It's like the lost city of Atlantis. Look at a lock for lead. Yes. That's funny. Love the alliteration. Who doesn't love a good alliteration? Is it down? Or is that up? I think that's up. Yes. Ooh. This is where we met. What's her face? Get out of here. Lise. I like these giant snowflakes. Well, I know they're not snowflakes, but they look like them. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Aha. Come along, little gazelle. Gazebo. Oh. There's a door. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Uh-oh. Getting a phone call. Burr, it's Alfredo. We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? What good timing. And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say we will be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. Oh, really? Oh, really now? Well, so let's go for it. Oh, Jaboldva. JC, hello. We're going on an adventure. Just like old times. Found a way in too, bruh. Right then, let's go and get our treasure. Just hit all of them.
Away with you!
Fireball is lucky we like him. And that we like adventures. For the sake of adventure, it's good.
Leave it to me!
No problem. You got this. I got stuck on him. I was trying to go around him. Ah.
Away with you!
Sounds very music box-ish.
Away with you!
Salt swallow larva.
Focus. Release!
J Moldova. The cat girl. Who's our cat girl? Fake. Oh, jeez. Die. Let's not do that anymore.
Focus. Release!
Poisons you. Poison gets you every time. Get you every time. Look, fishies. Arrive at the green screams. Is this the green screams? Oh, big horse. Okay, so I'm guessing this is one of his family members. The Kelpie! Oh, the Kelpie. What is that? A bit of horse? It's the Kelpie. I've heard legends of it. Of course you heard off of him. Like Sephiroth's music though.
to me!
Oh. I'm assuming we're supposed to follow this. Okay.
For armor and Ollie! Down with you!
I have my pride.
Ah. I'm drenched from head to toe. No more than you'd expect on an adventure, eh? Arrive at door unopened. Okay, that's his name. The name's though, green screams, door unopened. Okay. Did I say this was a place of worship? The feeling is crawling with its worshippers. Oh, these weird things. This is a horrible place to stand. Big rocks.
Focus. Release. Feeling my mouth was dry. Alright, come on, you big weirdos. No. That's always nice.
Try this!
Bells.
Try this!
Away with you!
Oh, they're rocks. Did anything good? Maybe not in your treasure chest. Does that mean we've already reached the treasure? Wait, oh god. This is a lot of stone.
Away with you!
Oh, this guy. The old one. Today. If that's the treasure, then consider me disappointed. Fortunately for you, it's another guardian. Be on your guard. Consider me disappointed. Yeah, me too, bro. Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's a crazy move.
Bob and Ollie!
Hex. What? What's in my body? What's in the 7 hells? Oh no. What am I supposed to do? Ah. Shoot.
For Arbor and Ollie!
That's funny. I think I was figuring it out. Let's not let that happen again, guys, okay? Oh no. Got him. Troublesome piece of clay. Indeed, its magics were not to be underestimated. Troublesome piece of clay. It was definitely an interesting fight, wasn't it? Fighting an awful lot of rings. What's going on? Oh. I have golden walls of ruin. Zeg Beck Beetle.
Try this!
Just saying. Ah!
Focus. Release!
That was a person. 7 hells. Why? Why did he? Oh no. Is that one of the family? We just killed. We murdered somebody. What is this? Huh? Oh. So are these family members here? I'm guessing. Weird one-eyed guy. So the dark rulers of this place were true. Seems that way, Alfie. Definitely. I can see. That's what he's doing. Wow. Well, maybe we're helping them by killing them. Yeah? Freeing them. They'll just have to sit here as monsters the rest of their lives, though. Trapped underwater in this place. We're doing a good thing. And we're getting some treasure on top of it. Alright. Rotting royal. Oh. You would die. You guys need to die.
For the House of Leviat, away with you!
Try this!
Mother, Father, I created. Twiddle. Cursed idol. What is this? Wrong one. Are you shivering? Your timbers are shivering? Rotting royal, I'm done with you. Pretty over it, but let's just get out of here. That is not bad. Yeah, hold on. Was a painting behind him of Pandoric? Yeah, he looks pretty crazy. Like spiky purple hair. Roderick poisoned her. Great. It seems that fellow won't let us have the treasure without a fight. Wouldn't be much of an adventure if it didn't end on a climax, eh? This is true. This is true. He has a point. Ah, kill you all. Yep, that sounds very nice. I think we're here. They think we got it. Oops. Confused. Don't attack her. Am I so confused? Oh my goodness. Well, I guess it's better me than like Elsie or something, 'cause he could just keep healing everybody. It's like, I think it's closing in on me. Confused. Trying to get in there, but I can't get up there. Ah.
Focus. Release.
Guy's just a pain in the butt.
And Ollie.
Oh, okay. It's like so close. Man. Tough little lion guy. Oh. You're free, Roderick. Da-da-da. Whee. Oh, she's so sad. It is sad. Sad because it was real and that all these people we just murdered, I guess. I'm over here. All excited. Read the room, the bear. Read the room. Hey, we helped them. We freed them from their eternal turmoil. You know?
Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
You and Ehrenwald are on the same page, Viking.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Man, that was quite the stash. Ehrenwald and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Aye, without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I am still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like how you reeled at the sight of that floating spectre, you mean? I wish you could have seen the look on your own face, Alphino. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and that is all that matters. At least he was brave enough to come with us. You know, he's a little nervous about the ghosty. It's so funny. Poor Alfie. He's afraid of ghosts. Well, I think that's a good place as any to stop. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all for being here. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you have not yet. And keep an eye out on the community tab because this week's a little crazy. This weekend, I don't know what we're doing, but I will post stream times over there. Because, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different with all the house stuff going on. But, alright, thank you guys so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye!